checking out Horseplay Hobbies. On today's episode, we're going to be covering painting the brake calipers on our 2018 WRX. What you're going to need to accomplish this task, painting the 2018 WRX brake calipers, is a brake caliper paint. You want to go with something that's of high quality. We use the Duplicolor caliper paint kit. It's actually the best paint that I've found to use for caliper paint so far. As soon as you start working with it, you can tell you get what you pay for. It's definitely worth the extra few bucks. Within that kit, you get a little bit of masking tape. I didn't use that, but you do get the caliper cleaner and also the caliper paint. We chose to go with red, obviously. You can get it in other colors. You're going to need an assortment of paint brushes. 1-inch wide paint brushes seem to do the trick for the larger areas. And if you pick yourself up a couple of model airplane brushes, they're really going to help with the smaller stuff. You're going to want also a roll of paper towels, some Q-tips for cleaning up any extra paint that might get onto your rotors. As far as tools are concerned, you're going to need a torque wrench to re-torque the wheels, 19mm socket, extensions as necessary, and some sort of tool to get the lug nuts off the car, a jack and jack stands. First thing we want to do in order to paint the brake calipers is loosen the wheel nuts while the car is still on the ground. You're going to need a 19mm tool to get these factory wheel nuts off. I like to use a 4-way wrench. You could also use a 19mm with a breaker bar to accomplish this. It's easier to start this while the wheel's still on the ground. I have all my lug nuts broken free while the car was on the ground. It's a little bit up in the air right now, just by a couple inches. Once your wheel is off, you'll have access to your brake caliper. You're going to want to take some sort of caliper cleaner. Ours came with our kit. It's made by Duplicolor. Works pretty well, but any auto parts shop brake cleaner is going to work the same. You're just going to spray it down. If you're working on a slightly older WRX, you might want to take some light sandpaper and take any kind of corrosion that may be on the brake caliper off of it. Ours is 2018, so it's less than a year old, so ours doesn't really have too much corrosion on it, so a little bit of quick wipe down with some paper towels is all ours is going to take. Make sure your paint can's nice and mixed up. I'm using a 1-inch wide brush. Kind of the more narrow brush you can use, the better off, because the brakes are a little bit intricate. If you could get a 3/4 inch brush, that would be even better yet. But just make sure your paint's mixed up pretty well. Take your time. Get in every small crack that you can. The more prep and time that you can take and patience, the better end result you'll get. Once you've given your brake calipers enough time to dry, it's time to put the wheels back on. And just put the car back on the ground and torque to the factory setting.